Welcome to Backwater Casting. I'm your host, Rick Greene. Today we're fishing the Upper St. John River in the beautiful village of Perth Andover. Our guest today is Village Councillor Sheldon Shaw, and he's also an avid angler. The water is high and dirty, and we're going to go out there and see if we can catch some big smallmouth. So we'll go downriver to start. Quite often in high water like this, they'll get in closer to shore.
Okay.
That sounded good. I might even get ready with the net. Oh my Lord, yes sir. Good one.
He could be a nice one.
Oh, that
we're
was
about
nice.
to find
I saw
out.
it come up. Oh, gee, yes sir. That's an old smasher to start the day off. Holy
Look at
Lord.
that guy.
Tournament grade fish right there. Foggy morning in Perth Andover with high dirty water, and Sheldon smacked a big one right off the bat.
Well, we'll see if we can get him in now.
Those little hooks usually hold them. That's just a little 1/0 gammy hook, but they usually hold them pretty good. That's a nice, oh, good fish.
All right, we'll bring him up to you.
Definitely a go-to-weigh-in fish right there. That is, look at how pale he is too. She. Oh. I don't swing at him if I can't see him. That's when your partner gets mad at you because you knocked his big fish off. That's a corker right there.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
That one.
I guarantee you there's very, very few tournaments ever that you would call that fish.
Yeah, look
Except
at that.
here. You might do it here. Back a little bit. What a way to start the morning off.
There we go.
Yeah.
You want him back in the water
Stand
for
up. Yep.
next weekend.
Awesome. Just let her back in.
There we go.
I'll get you
Wow.
another. Yeah, it's amazing the coloration on those bass. I mean, we've seen all the variations, and today you have low light, dirty water, sandy bottom here, and that fish was about as pale as you're ever going to see a bass. They really do blend into their environment.
Well, we got him on this drop shot, which was kind of a surprise for me, and looked like it was shallow water, but it hit it pretty good. And then he stayed right on right till the end. So very happy for the first fish. Yeah.
Not a monster, but it's a bass. Yeah, he's right in that fast water. Oh, look at how white he is. Holy smokes. Just pale, pale, pale.
There you go.
Is that ever pale? You can tell the water's dirty, and there's no real sunlight or anything right now, boys. They are just absolutely pale. Now, if I could catch 4 more of those, it would weigh as much as Sheldon's first fish.
Yeah, we'll go with a purple tube, just to mix it up a little bit.
Finally! I was getting schooled severely from the back of the boat, and I finally caught a fish. Boy, it might even be close to the size you had this morning, Sheldon.
That looks pretty good, huh?
Looks good. Yours look good. I think yours was bigger, though. This is nice. Look at the same thing, a pale.
Nice.
Pale,
there
pale,
you
pale.
go,
Yeah.
though. Beauty.
Yeah, yours was longer than this, same girth but longer.
And he hit that right at the close to the boat,
That
huh?
was close in on a jerk bait, yeah.
Wow.
Just keep mixing it up to see if I can get them on something. There you are. No, yours was bigger.
Looks nice though.
Yeah, yours was half again as big.
Still a beauty fish.
Yep, I'll take it. It's been a dry spell. We come out of the 8-foot hole there, and I just realized we're in 2.5 feet here, and I thought I dragged that into the bottom, but the bottom moved. I obliged.
We're just going to hook it right through the middle. We got a nice little sinker on it. We'll cast it out there about, I don't know, 20, 30 feet. let it sink down, and hopefully
door.
grab another one.
Yeah, set door.
Well, we've got a little bit better one on now. Well, he's pretty gray too.
Yeah, they're all really pale in this low light.
See if I can get down in and get them.
Yeah, just lift them right straight up.
Right on.
Yeah, he'll come up.
There we go.
Yeah, it's amazing how pale they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll put them back in there to play, I guess.
Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, amazing. Just pale, pale, pale.
Would not have thought. There we go, big fella.
Yeah, it's amazing the camouflaging effect that those fish have in there. It's just innate to them, and as the conditions change, I mean, we're probably on a sandy bottom, so they'd be a bit pale anyway, and you've got dirt in the water and no sun, so they just really literally just blend into the bottom.
That felt really good after a couple of hours. Very enjoyable. If I wasn't out here with Rick, I'd have a hard time believing that was bass. I mean, they just changed so much from, say, a month ago to today. They're very silverish gray, pale looking, so very surprised. He was on this side of it, and to be honest, it was kind of dragging on bottom for a little bit.
I just let that sit for a sec. I give it a couple of good jerks to get it down, and I just let it sit there for a sec.
There we go.
Pick up the slack, couple of jerks, let it sit, and the current's sweeping it this way while it's sitting.
Okay.
And that last one, the bigger one, he hit that on the back side of that swing.
Okay.
So that one will run, I think, a wee bit deeper than this, but I think throwing that way, you're in the channel. Sheldon, how long have you been involved in municipal government up here?
It hasn't been too long. It's, I guess I've been on council now 5 months. We did a bit of training. I mean, it's a very unique situation with local governance reform happening at the provincial level. So lots of moving pieces happening, training, financial training, you know, you name it. There's just been a whole lot of things coming on board, including committee structure. So in Perth Andover, we have a variety of committees that we have to sit on. Perth Andover is quite unique in terms of we're probably one of only 3 municipalities in New Brunswick that runs their own light commission. So in terms of electricity, so lots of responsibility and lots of things on the go right now.
Well, I have to ask, what is it that you have your own power commission? I've never heard that up here before.
Yeah, so it's a holdover from many years ago. We actually have our own power generation station on the Aroostook River called the Tinker Dam. Yeah, nice though. He's lively. Do you want me to net him?
No, I got them.
Okay.
It is so rare to see them that white. I mean, I realize the conditions are right for that, but that is so rare to see them that pale. There we go. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Like I said, it looks more like a shad than a bass.
That's right.
That guy, he was out in the open water, and the other guy was right in off. This point must back right up shallow because there's only 2 feet here. See if we can induce Mama to come up and bite one. That one on the slack, I saw the line jump.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So with all that's been going on the last couple of years, do you guys have any special projects going on with the community?
So I think one of the real cool things that we're doing is focusing on a greener way of living. So we're actually partnered with a few other communities, and we're doing mapping in terms of solar panels, wind turbines, things like that. So that's pretty important right now. That's a better one.
Yeah, we're on it. We got the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's considering that I haven't hardly had a tap all day. I've had 3 fish here in the last 10 minutes. This one's a good one.
Yeah. Do you want the net on that one?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Good one. I can't really see him. There we go.
Oh, look at that. That's a giant.
Nice.
Woo-woo. Oh, roll the net on him. He's going to get away.
There.
Yeah. Now that's
how you
that's
release it.
about what you had right
That's
there.
beauty. Look at that.
So I'm going to take a picture for the website, so at least we both get a picture up there.
Yeah.
That's about the same size as yours this morning.
That is a beauty. Good job. That's a nice one. Look at that.
Yours still might have been bigger.
Beauty. I don't know. That one's good. Very nice.
Yeah, 5 of those, anybody in any tournament, whoops, would be very happy. Welcome back to Backwater Casting. On this part of the show, we're still working on catching some nice smallmouth, and we're going to chat with Councillor Sheldon Shaw about his work and his history here in Perth Andover.
I'll try to bring him on, keep him out of the engine here.
Chunky though, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a bit bigger than what I thought in the beginning.
The length to go with his belly, he'd be a big one.
I didn't know what was going on there for a second. He dove right down. There we go. One more to go back in. Again, nice and gray. Matching the
today's color is
gray, matching the silt. Well, we'll have to get another one on.
Well, you'd mentioned a couple of minutes ago we were talking about Tobic Trading. So tell me a little bit about that and what it is.
Yeah, Tobic River Trading is a small company that we've started here in Perth Andover. It is focused on roasting excellent coffees and brewing wonderful beers. So it's very small right now, and we hope to grow in the coming years.
So you've got breakfast and dinner covered.
Exactly. There's nothing else that you need.
There you go. So since COVID came along, have you had to change your business model at all?
Yeah, because of COVID, we decided to do home deliveries, so both coffee and beer. It's worked out quite well. We deliver up and down the river, all the way from Plaster Rock to Woodstock right now. And our beer is available in a variety of locations in Fredericton already. So,
well, besides the trading company and your town council, what else do you do for work?
yeah, I've worked in cybersecurity for about 20 years. And certainly if you read the newspaper, there's no end of business and no end of concern around cybersecurity. But I think in New Brunswick, we're actually doing quite a good job with Frank McKenna's just donated a bunch of money, I think around $5 million or more to UMB to focus on that problem and grow New Brunswick industry in terms of education, as well as providing professional services and protecting New Brunswick government systems as well as the public. So it's a pretty exciting environment. This year I had the wonderful occasion to hire a couple of university students to work with me over the summer, and that was a wonderful experience. And I think for both parties in terms of them bringing new education, new insight into cybersecurity, and for me to kind of present some of my experiences over the last 20 years working both in federal and provincial government.
Well, we read about it on the news all the time, but how big is the problem with cybersecurity?
Well, the cybersecurity landscape has changed dramatically over the last 20 years. We've gone from, let's just say, $100 million worth of attacks to like multiple $billion worth of attacks. So in North America, it's one of the leading kind of causes of concern for the executive boards to make sure that their companies are well protected, to make sure their products are secure. So governments will throw more money at it, and I think the best thing that we can do is make sure that our university students, our high school students coming out of high school are better equipped to help us out with that problem.
It feels pretty, yeah, it's almost,
Look at that.
maybe around a 3-pounder. Yeah, the dirty, dirty water though. I mean, it's such a slow bite. I mean, Sheldon had one a minute ago. I got one, but we did that in like 300 yards of water. We've had 2 bites. Decent. Oh, another nice one.
Very nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just a nice little, just a one-aught Just a little 1/0 gammy hook, and when it gets them, it gets them.
Going with the same thing we've had on all day. Nice little dropper on it, and we'll see what we can do.
It's probably better suited to going across here than what I'm doing because I got 17 feet now. Anyway, nice. A bit of a shine doing this side, but again, very, very pale.
If you want.
Well, with your brewing business, do you have any new varieties in the works?
Yeah, we're hoping to have it out in liquor stores next year. So it's going to be a blonde. The name is yet to be released, but the logo and the label and everything else has been worked on. It's looking pretty good. We're pretty excited by it. It'll be the second beer that we're going to have out in liquor stores.
Doesn't know.
Nat?
Yeah. Nope. I got him. Just a little fella. Compared to the one that Sheldon just brought on the other end, this is a little fella. Yeah, he caught a fish and I went to the nursery.
Well, we might have a bit bigger one on this time.
Baby bass. Working on upgrading our limit size. Back up.
There we go.
Oh, it's another good one.
There we go. He took out that one pretty good.
Yeah, right in the top of the mouth.
Yeah. Look at that.
I'll take another picture. That's another good fish right there.
Yeah.
It's amazing how strong they are.
He fought pretty good. He didn't want to come on, that's for sure.
He didn't want to get in the boat with us.
No, didn't want to stay in my hand either.
Oh, you took it like she meant it.
Well, I thought I was on bottom.
Yeah.
Bit greener this time.
He is too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
A little more sun maybe.
Yeah. Well, we'll put him back in for another day.
Well, that was worth coming over here. Yes, sir. Just give that knot a good check and make sure it's not going to break on you.
All right, looks good. Well, just when you're fighting a fish, you might put a little bit undue tension on the line. Something might slip up, and you don't want to cast it out there for your next fish and lose it. So it's always important to check everything. Check the hook as well.
Well, one of the really popular techniques that has come along in a long while really is a drop shot. Apparently out west it was very common for a long time, and now it's found its way all the way across the country. Super popular, especially for deep water fishing. A lot of folks think of it as a vertical presentation, and I do use it. I'm always watching the graph, and if I see a fish, I can drop straight down. I tend to use a really heavy drop shot weight. For me, I go with most of the time I'm fishing a 1/2 ounce, and it really gets me down to the bottom fast. If I see a fish in 20 or 25 feet of water, that 1/2 ounce is just poof and down it goes, and it's a reaction strike. It comes down so fast, and you're so close to them when you do it, that I think it's a quick reaction strike and they get on it. A lot of folks think of it as a very finessey type fishing, and it is. I do it both ways, but I mean, I'm fishing a 5-inch wacky rig Senko style bait right now on a 1/2 ounce, and that's certainly not super finessey for sure. And as well as fishing it vertically, what I'm doing today is I'm throwing in, there's a weed line that comes out about 10 or 15 feet off of that bank, and I'm throwing into that weed line, and I'm just very slowly reeling this and walking that sinker down the break into the deeper water, hoping to pick a fish up on the outside of that grass. And it's a great way to cover water. A lot of the guys used to use a Carolina rig, which is a heavy weight with the bait out from it behind, 12 or 15 inches back. And you used to just throw it and cover water, and this does the same thing, but it keeps that bait just suspended a little bit up off of the bottom. So I really like it for that. And you can use so many different baits on it. Like right now I'm throwing that Senko type bait. I'll show you, I've got another one rigged here in the boat. So this one is called the Jackall Clone Fry. And like I said, matches those baby Gas Pro. It's the right size, it's the right shine to it. Tiny little hook. I've got a 1/0 Gamakatsu octopus hook on there. And on this one, I've been throwing it in shallower. I've only got a 3/8 ounce weight on that, especially upriver when they're really running, because they tend to hug the banks. That's a great bait. Welcome back to Backwater Casting. Well, as we wrap the day up, we're still working on catching some smallmouth. It's been a challenge today with this high dirty water, but we put some beautiful fish in the boat today. Yeah, 3 pounds maybe. Haven't really got a good look at it, but in that range. Come on, sweetheart, up you come. There, oh yeah, nice fish. Yeah, nice big old. Look at that, nice one. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good save, good save.
Oop.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, now we're in the right range.
There you go.
Look at, he ate that too.
Wow.
Holy smoke, did he ever want that? He's not hooked super bad on that back set. No, yeah, if I can get them out of there. Where is that one? There we go. Yeah, another nice. Oh, no.
That looked good.
Yeah. He ate that. That was halfway down his throat.
That's right.
He's lucky those bottom hooks weren't in anything that I couldn't just easily get at. If that had been his gills or something, that wouldn't have been a pretty sight.
You were taking your time to get it out.
I could just see that one point was just on the edge, and I got a hold of it and turned it upside down, and it come off.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they'll take it easy with them. That's, catch and release is pointless if you're going to kill them when you're taking them off.
That's right.
Yeah, I actually saw a fish on the sonar on the bottom under the trolling motor, and the current was just sweeping it away. So I grabbed a tube and I just threw it up ahead of the boat and let the current sweep it back. But he's not very big, but yeah, he's been caught before too. So catch and release does work. He has been caught before. Well, Sheldon, Purell right after we do this, but pleasure having you out with us today. Floodwaters, brown water, you started it off with a 3+ in the first 5 minutes, and then we worked our butts off all day to get it done. But yeah, we had a nice tournament limit, a nice trip up and down the river, but it was an adventure in that dark, dirty water.
Well, I can't thank you enough. You showed me a lot about fishing today, so I really appreciate that. Very good guide.
Anytime we can get to go fishing is all good.
I'll look forward to the next time.
Yeah, anyway, thank you
care.
very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.